Yo, Knicks Nation, welcome back to Knicks Media. The New York Knicks got a big-time W last night, and in this video, I want to talk about, can the New York Knicks pull off a Game 6 win in Miami to force Game 7? Now, last night was great. We got a full 48 of Jalen Brunson and Quentin Grimes. R.J. Barrett with 26 points. Julius Randle stepped up in the second half. Mitchell Robinson hit clutch free throws. But hey, job's not done. The New York Knicks are still backed up in a hole. And they got to get out of that hole by going out there. So let's freaking go. I'm excited to figure out what's going to happen. Let me get your thoughts in the chat right now. Let's freaking go. So in this video, guys, I want to break down last night's game a little more in detail and go over the overall expectations for these Knicks. Is it possible for them to go out there and get a W at home, or rather on the road? Because don't forget, these New York Knicks have been very good on the road all regular season. I think they can steal a game in Miami. They lost 2 straight in Miami, but I think that they learned. I think that it's still possible that they can match that intensity. We saw what this team looked like on the brink of elimination last night. What makes you think they're not going to look like that again tomorrow night? Right? It's not going to be easy, but these New York Knicks have to show out and play like the season depends on it, because guess what? It does. I absolutely love how R.J. Barrett, after the game last night, said there's 13 teams that came back from 3-1. He knows the exact amount of number. He knows how many teams it took to get back from 3-1. The New York Knicks are aware of the history. They know it's possible. They have the confidence. They believe in each other, and they believe in the scheme of this Knicks team. They have not wavered. They have not adjusted. They're sticking with their roots. They're sticking with their guns. And last night, we saw a New York Knicks team absolutely take over in that third quarter, and they were able to sustain the Miami Heat's run late in the fourth quarter to eventually get the W. Now, the Miami Heat are going to go out there and do what they do best and do their thing. But what we saw last night, folks, was the Miami Heat team that was all regular season long. They struggled from beyond the arc. Now, in the playoffs, they haven't been doing that. But in the regular season, folks, the Miami Heat were one of the worst teams in the NBA from shooting beyond the arc. They were 27th in the league. 27th in the league at shooting beyond the arc last year, or this past season in regular year. So, yeah, they're stepping up in the playoffs. They're playing like a better team in the playoffs. I get all that. But they went back to reality last night. So let's hope that this Knicks team can continue the intensity, contest more shots, and do not allow the Miami Heat to get hot from beyond the arc. Because that's the key. If the Miami Heat gets cold from three-point land, they are not a good offensive team. That's what they rely on, is their three-point shooting. They have Jimmy Butler, who was contained last night, by the way. You know, Duncan Robinson was like their big scorer. Bam Adebayo's been doing his thing, but the Knicks, if they can keep defending the three-point line, that's the key here. Now, Jalen Brunson's playing like a damn superstar, folks. He's playing like a guy who's on a mission. And it has been a beautiful thing to watch. Absolutely beautiful thing to watch our guy, Jalen Brunson, become the superstar that we've all been begging for years. Every offseason, who are we going to get? Who's going to be the star? Who are we going to get? Well, we got one, folks, and his name is Jalen freaking Brunson. 48 minutes, 38 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. 50% from the field. What more can you ask from a guy and a leader in Jalen Brunson? R.J. Barrett developing into a star before our very eyes. 26 points on an efficient 9 of 16 from the field. 3 of 8 from downtown. R.J. Barrett attacking the rim, getting aggressive, hitting the timely shots, making the right decisions, and playing great defense. Julius Randle, after getting clocked in the damn eye, can barely see, struggled in that first quarter after getting knocked to the ground by Bam Adebayo. He goes out there and drops 19 straight points, didn't miss after the first quarter, getting those 19 points. Mitchell Robinson, they tried to hack a Robinson on us. They actually tried to foul Mitch, and Mitchell hit those free throws. This is one of those games that can spark a whole team's confidence, man. And I know it's really difficult to come from behind from 3-1. I get that. They still need to get another W tomorrow and another one at the Garden. But what we saw last night was a sign of hope and a sign of optimism that this Knicks team is not done yet. They are not going out without a fight, baby. We're not going out without a fight. Gotta have faith, gotta believe. Don't nobody even think the Knicks can win, let alone make it this far. I believe. Let's go. We've been counted out all season long. Nobody thought we would even make it to the playoffs. Nobody thought we'll get it past round one. Now nobody thinks we can get past the Miami Heat being down 3-1. The Knicks, with the odds stacked in our favor, that's when we thrive. Quentin Grimes, 48 minutes, excellent defense. That's my guy. We have to be honest. Jimmy was contained, but we left far too many quality shooters open. We are basically just hoping they miss. Now, yes, but they were contesting a lot of shots more than usual, and that's been the philosophy for this Knicks team all season long. And it worked. They were missing wide open looks, and listen, the Miami Heat was 27th in the league in three-point shooting throughout the regular season, so it's not like they're this top quality three-point shooting team. And the playoffs are playing like it. They can, but sadly, I don't even think we will win Game 6. Consider that Butler was quiet. Three-pointers for the Heat were not flying. We played great, and Heat were in the game. Yeah, I mean, we just held off the Heat late in the game. If the Knicks can adjust and master our intensity, anything can happen. Don't forget Game 4 could have went the Knicks' way if we just crashed the offensive glass in the fourth quarter. I mean, that was the Knicks' game to get in that Game 4 if they were able to get rebounds. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. I know Game 3 was a joke, and I was there for that. But Game 4 wasn't a joke. We were playing from behind, we were fighting back, and every time we fought back, they answered. And we got to be able to be the ones to set the tone early. And it's all on Jalen Brunson. I mean, we have a big three right here in RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, and Julius Randle, who are playing lights freaking out, folks. Lights out right now. We did it last night without Josh Hart. How about that? Josh Hart's one of the biggest reasons for the success of this team. Didn't even play, bro. Didn't even play. He was in foul trouble. Let's go Knicks. Knicks in 7. Let's go. I have a question off topic. Do you think the Celtics force a Game 7, or do you think Philly closed it out tonight? Great question. I think it's going to be Boston forcing a Game 7. I'd be shocked if they go out in 6, personally. But, hey, they're in Philadelphia, so anything can happen. Right? So let's look at the betting odds on BetUS right now. I'm kind of curious what they got cooking up. If you guys want to download BetUS and make an account, you guys know the drill by now. Use promo code KnicksMedia down below in the description to get $50 when you sign up for free without even having to make a deposit. You just sign up, you get $50 of free bets. So here on BetUS, the New York Knicks are 5.5-point underdogs tomorrow. They got them at plus 175. All right, well, this could be the final chance to bet on your Knicks. The Heat are 5.5-point favorites. How do you guys think? How do you feel about that? Is that respectable? I think 5.5 points is a little disrespectful, in my opinion. They're not giving the Knicks any chance tomorrow. I mean, I could see why the Heat are favored, but at 5.5? Really? I think this Knicks team is going to put up a better fight than that. So if you guys want to get your money in on BetUS, the sportsbook, make sure you guys click the link down below in the description to sign up today and use promo code KnicksMedia to get $50 when you sign up without even having to make a deposit. Free money. Go get $50 for free, and you can put it right on the Knicks tonight. And it's free bets. I agree, but we have to leave the right guys open. I understand Martin being the last rotation after helping, but Strus, Robinson, Vincent should never. Yeah, man, I mean, the Heat are really good at moving the ball, and I don't think the Knicks are just leaving them wide open for lack of effort. It's just really good ball movement on their end. Let's get quick in the mix and give Heat some unexpected defensive challenges. In Game 6, get money. That would be great if Quickly's available, man. We need all the arsenals as possible. We need Emmanuel Quickly for sure. But we won last night without Quickly, and you can say that we won without Josh Hart. That tells you how deep this team is. I mean, it required Brunson and Grimes to play all 48, which is not sustainable. But R.J. Barrett stepped up. Mitchell Robinson stepped up. And when we needed to step up the most, they stepped up. And that's all you can ask, baby. That's all you can ask. Let's go. Guys, if you're enjoying the show right now, please do me a solid favor by simply hitting that thumbs up button. We got only 11 likes. I think we could do a little better than that. Come on, Knicks fans. We're still alive. The season's still here. We could have went home last night, and the season could be all but over and lose in embarrassment fashion at home on our home court. That would have been embarrassing, but that's not the case. The Knicks survive. They live to see another day. We get the backs against our walls. The odds are against us. Let's go. We won because we didn't use Josh. I think Tom Thibodeau deserves a lot of credit here. He made the adjustment to start Quentin Grimes over Josh Hart, and that has been the difference. Game 3 was an abomination with Josh Hart starting. Game 4, they changed it up. Grimes starts. We didn't win, but we played better. Almost won that game. And then we finally saw the starting lineup with Grimes flourish. So I like that adjustment from Thibodeau. I like Grimes in the starting lineup. He spaces the floor. I think he's a better defender. He has quick hands. I mean, the one-legged steal is probably the best playoff moment that he'll ever have, unless he can replicate it. I mean, look at that steal right there. Are you kidding me? On one leg. One leg. And that steal too. Quentin Grimes, bro. The young buck. The second-year player out of Houston. So freaking awesome, man. What a story that is. What a story that is. Let's go, baby. So, tomorrow we're going to be live as well to give you my pregame show and really get into the preview of game number 6 for the New York Knicks against the Miami Heat. But in this stream, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts of, is it possible? Can the Knicks win and force game 7? Because if they force 7, can you imagine what that will be like at the Garden? I cannot. Game 7 at Madison Square Garden for the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. This is what it's all about. This is what being a fan is all about. Getting to the big games. Showing up in the big games. We lost game 1 at the Garden, so home court flipped in the Miami Heat's favor. The only way the Knicks can win this series is if we win a game in Miami. We lost the first 2 games in Miami, but that doesn't mean we can't go out there and beat the Miami Heat in game 6. The momentum's on the Knicks side right now. We just got a W. We just won. Right? Would you prefer the series to be tied 2-2 and then the Heat beat the Knicks and they have the momentum going to game 6 up 3-2? Or would you rather the Knicks be down 3-1, get a W in game 5, have the momentum in our favor going to Miami with the Heat up 3-2? The point is the momentum's on our side right now and the Knicks got to take advantage. And we have stars stepping up. Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett. Can we start talking about R.J. Barrett a little bit more, bro? What R.J. Barrett is doing is something special here, folks. We need to start. I know it's hard to really talk about it because we're losing. We're down in the series, and the odds are still against us. But what R.J. Barrett is accomplishing is something special. When is the last time the New York Knicks drafted a player, developed him, extended him, and let him thrive in the playoffs? Since 90s? Bro, this man, R.J. Barrett, we drafted him. We developed him. We extended him. And he's still 22 years of age. He's stepping up when it matters the most. He did not have a good regular season in his standards. But that doesn't matter if he can go out there in the playoffs and play his best brand of basketball when the pressure's at its highest volume. You feel me? Shout out R.J. Barrett for answering the freaking bell, bro. He has been on another level. Over 22 points per game. You talk about consistency. That's all I heard. Well, can R.J. do this consistently? And that's a big question mark. He's proving that he's doing it consistently night in and night out in the damn playoffs. Now, R.J., we're going to need more from you, though. More just in terms of keep doing what you're doing. There's not more you got to do. 26 points. I mean, you can't ask for more there. So keep going, RJ. Keep freaking going. Salute to everybody. Salute Big Neff Network. You think IQ should stay out, or do you think we need him back? We need him back. We cannot rely on Brunson and Grimes getting 48 minutes, guys. That's not going to be sustainable. I'm sorry, but we need Quickly. Even if he's struggling a little bit, the only reason why Grimes and Brunson played 48 is because IQ isn't available. So we need IQ available. I don't know if he is going to be available, though, because that sprain doesn't look good. Carlos was impressed with RJ. Respect. Well said, Richie. Thank you, my friend. Media, Butler, and Miami don't like the current Knicks adjustments, which they have no answer to. But the ref can turn the tide, so we have to blow them up and take Game 6 by 20 points. Bro, if the Knicks went out there and played their best brand of basketball, hitting their shots, playing in transition, rebounding, that is this brand that this Knicks fan base has fell in love with this squad, bro. What do we need to win the series? We need to get back to our brand, playing with effort, out-rebounding. We out-rebounded the damn Heat 50-34 last night. That's Knicks basketball. That's how we win the series. That's how we win the series. You fight for loose balls. You play with more sense of urgency. You play that, you want it more. That's it. Your jump shots are not going to fall consistently, but what can be consistent is effort. What can be consistent is fighting for loose balls. What can be consistent is defense. That needs to be the backbone. That needs to be the difference. The Knicks got to also play fast. They cannot rely on half-court offense. They cannot allow the Miami Heat to slow down our offense into a half-court setting because that's when we play at our weakness. We are not a good half-court offensive team. We are at our best when we're playing fast, and that starts with forcing turnovers, getting in transition, getting good looks. I mean, the beginning of that third quarter, when we went on that run, a lot of it had to do with Obi Toppin's spark plug off the bench, bro. Let's go. Should we bring in Rose off the bench? Probably not. I think Quickly's out for weeks. Yeah, I'm not really expecting Quickly to be back. Good game, Knicks fans, from a former New Yorker from years past. Thank you. We need Randall to play good, too. Absolutely. Randall started off rough after getting knocked to the ground, having a puffed eye, but then he bounced back and had a great second part of the game. We're not in Game 7 yet, Solo. No, we are not. We only lost one game we were supposed to win. Need to take it back. No way we lose Game 7 at the Garden. Yeah, bro, we got to get through Game 6 first. We have a chance indeed. We do have a chance, Knicks fans, and appreciate that. This Knicks team ain't going out with a fight. Do you know how embarrassing it would have been for these Knicks to go out in 5 and lose at our home floor? We're not the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers went out in 5, and we beat them in Cleveland. The Knicks, they're not going to go out sorry like that. They're not going to go out on our home floor. They're not going to let that happen. They got to at least force a Game 7, man. They got to. It's dangerous to have a 7-man rotation. That might not be enough. Yeah, man, it worked. But it's not going to work every game. Butler was not smiling, but his shirt post-game smiley faces was telling what he thought about the result of Game 5. He thought they were going to win and close out, so I think we have a puncher's chance. Bro, the momentum has swung in our favor, bro. The momentum has swung in the Knicks' favor, and they got to take that momentum and freaking go with it. Go with it. That's what they got to do. Keep running this momentum down their damn throat. I'm from Miami, but a Knicks fan. Heat fans don't show up until second half. Have to take advantage that they don't have a home court advantage. Stick it to them in the first half and be aggressive. Yeah, I was at the game in Game 3, and I agree, man. The Knicks got to rip the crowd out of it. They got to match their intensity. We need the refs to catch Bam's illegal screens. Yeah, bro, 100%. But the Knicks cannot rely on strictly referees, and they need to do it their own. Guys, if you're joining the show right now, please do your boy a solid favor by simply hitting that like button. The New York Knicks are forcing a Game 6 tomorrow night in Miami. Let's freaking go. I'm loving it, baby. I'm loving everything that we saw last night. Jalen frickin' Brunson is a superstar. I don't care. RJ Barrett is playing like a star in the playoffs. Let's go. Knicks fans, we've been through so freaking much. So much, man. So much. During COVID, used to watch your videos literally every day during class. I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you still staying tuned to the video, Solo. That's been a while. During COVID, man. Which videos were you watching every day? I know this is playoffs talks, but what start we need next year to make us solid? I don't know. Honestly, not thinking about that right now. We need a star. I get it that. Giannis, Jaylen Brown have been the two talking points, but we'll talk about that more in the offseason. We need to end the playoff drought in Miami. 5 straight losses since 2012 with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. The last playoff win there was 2000. That ends tomorrow, Nelson. That ends tomorrow. Come on. Let's go. Let's go Knicks, baby. I think this Knicks team has what it takes to upset the Heat on the road. They've proved it. We were a road team. Don't forget that, folks. The Knicks were a better team on the road. You feel me? We were a better road team this year than at home. Let that sink in. I was watching your recaps of regular season games, was so bored that I cared so much about regular season, but that was the magical season that turned us around. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with caring about regular season. That's what makes you a fan. I care too much about the regular season every year. I appreciate you watching my videos during class, though, and I also appreciate you sticking with the channel, my man. Randall is a huge X factor this series. He has to play awake, alert, energetic, engaged. Effort plays more important than his shot falling or not. Come on, Randall. Could not have said this better myself. I think the key to Randall is decision-making. I think he needs to clean that up. I think that when he's playing with efficient, clean decision-making, not turning the ball over is when he's at his best. Go Mets. Mitch also needs to watch out with foul trouble. It's killing us in the third and fourth quarter. Mitch was good last night. He was non-foul trouble. He hit his free throws. They tried the hack of Robinson. Didn't work, baby. Brunson did it against Utah in the West. They were favored, but he carried the Mavs. When Luka went down and beat Utah to advance, we can beat Boston or Philly in the next round. They are soft. Well, John, I love that energy. But let's get there before we talk about Boston or Philly. Win 2 straight. Well, we won 1, so we got to win 3 straight, but we already got 1 of the 3. Right? We already got 1 of the 3. What do you think about them intentionally fouling Mitch? I loved it because Mitchell Robinson hit the free throws. How freaking awesome was that? He hit the free throws. That's so damn cool. That was the biggest punch, like, F you to the Miami Heat coaching staff. You want to foul me like I'm Shaquille O'Neal? I'm going to knock these down in your face. That was the coolest thing. I mean, the crowd celebrated the loudest from Mitchell Robinson's second made free throw than anything else. You know what I mean? Such a great moment, man. What a great moment that was for these Knicks. So, folks, we're going to be live again on the channel tomorrow to preview game number 6. If you guys can do me a favor by simply hitting that like button, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. As always, we're going to wrap up the show here now. Thank you all. Let's go Knicks. I'll see you guys tomorrow before game number 6. Let's freaking go Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. We ain't not going out without a fight, baby. Let's go Knicks forever.